ang nanumpa rito at in-endorse po ninyo. Ang nangyari po wala kayo po ang you took it upon yourself to state that all the contents of this, all the material, hindi po ba material allegation ito? That's the first part of your complaint. You're saying na 8,000 namatay. Isa, wala ho kayong alam eh. May 10, wala. And now, you're going back as far as the Davao Death Squad. You claim that 1,000. And if you look at it, if I proceed, as brought about by Honorable Marcoleta, makikita po dito sa mga footnote, galing po lahat sa newspaper eh. Or editorial and everything. Hindi po naman niya personalized. Ito po, nakalagay po dito, public speaking in paragraph 2, page 3. Nasa page 3 pa lang po tayo. Ang footnote niya, Philip C. Guardian Staff, the Guardian by Staff and Agencies, Guardian Staff. Ito po yung report ng Guardian Staff. Footnote number 2, C. Victims of Davao Death Squad, consolidated report by Father Amado Picardal, who is not here. We cannot even cross-examine this person. These are all hearsay. Then, again, if you proceed, next paragraph, C. Be Not Afraid to Kill Drug Traders by Marlon Ramos, Philippine Daily Inquirer. All of these are newspaper reports, and newspaper reports are not authentic records that we are talking about. These are, so let us jump, Mr. Chairman, so that we can proceed. So,
please proceed.
very clearly,
Mr. Chair, may I answer?
you do not have personal knowledge of the killing of 1,425 in Davao when Rodrigo Duterte was mayor.
I have no personal knowledge of
Thank
the
you.
witness, but I have personal knowledge as a complainant based on the records of the witnesses.
Okay, you
Okay.
may answer that way. That will be clear enough.
And then, again, clearly, paragraph 10, it states under oath, organizing and or maintaining liquidation squads. Kasi po, let me just segue a bit. You are filing a complaint against the highest official of the land. Eh, dinadala po ito sa United Nations. Eh, puro naman po, the Senate conducted a hearing on this Matubato and Las Cañas, and they came out with a report. The Committee on Justice of the Senate, we should respect the findings of the other chamber. Nagka-hearing po dyan eh. And they were all heard, and they came out with the report. And now, we are reproducing the testimony there to be the basis of an impeachment complaint against the highest official of the land. Let me proceed. Paragraph 10, you stated under oath, organizing and or maintaining liquidation squads under the guise of anti-crime task forces, special police units like Davao's Heinous Crimes Unit, and or vigilante groups like the dreaded Davao Death Squad, and or providing funds to the said groups, whether in the form of salaries, nakakatakot po itong mga allegation, monthly allowances, bounties, rewards, and or prize money for doing his bidding, and or executing his orders to kill crime suspects, as testified to by Edgar B. Matubato and SPO3 Arthur Las Cañas of the Senate. By the form alone, he is already saying that these are not true and correct of his own personal knowledge. But he heard clearly, sinasabi nga nyo, hearsay ito nga eh. Dahil ang nagsasabi po nito ay si Las Cañas at si Matubato, not you. Is that correct?
Mr. Chair, I confirm that I am not the witness. I confirm that in my own personal knowledge based on the testimonies and affidavits of the witnesses. I went through the records and I have personal knowledge.
Yun na nga
Now, on
po
the
ang-
issue of the Senate Justice Committee, Mr. Chair, hindi naman ho natapos ang committee. In fact, wala pang official report ang Senate Justice Committee. Ang point na doon, Mr. Chair, I went through the records, I saw the testimonies, and I affirmed that through my personal knowledge, I went through it, and I believe in it, Mr. Chair. Now, when we go to the presentation of evidence, I will present the witnesses, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Mr. Chairman. Now, clearly, it is not of his personal knowledge. That is the defect here. Kaya nga ho required speculation yan. Even that allegation, you are testifying on what Matubato and Las Cañas said, which is not allowed kasi hindi ko kayo lawyer eh. So, kami ho, kung susunod kami sa inyo, dadalhin namin to sa Senado, di nagmukhang gago kami doon dahil magdadala kami ng ebidensya doon na puro hearsay po eh. Hindi naman. So, from the Philippine Daily Inquirer, let's go to paragraph 2. charge number 2. Nakalagay naman po dito, page 6. Inulit po niya yung 1,400 persons which we already know na hindi po niya alam. Then, ganun na naman. Clearly admitting under oath in page 6 that under the patronage backing, inulit po niya, Duterte's group espoused and pursued a policy of killing crime suspects, political and personal enemies, and even innocent civilians, including women and children, sans any trial and or due process of law, as testified to by both Mr. Matubato and SPO for Arthur Las Cañas on the face of the document, res ipsa loquitur. Dito na lang po, pinapakita mo na lang, hindi mo personal knowledge po ito mga sinasabi mo at bawal po yan. You are introducing statements under oath which are not your own. Bawal po yan. Ayan ang trabaho namin dito dahil ayan po, kung saan nalalabas yan, lalabas dyan, hearsay po ito eh. Then, again, the next paragraph. As testified to by Mr. Edgar Matubato and SPO3 Arturo Las Cañas, and as will be affirmed by other witnesses against him. Sino itong mga ito? Respondent Duterte offered and gave by himself and through his subalterns prize money, rewards, and or bounties. Ganun naman po eh. So, inaamin na nga niya. And then, inulit na naman po, 1,424 ang namatay. So, charge number 3. Yun lang po laman ng charge number 2, yung kay Matubato at Las Cañas. Charge number 3, graft and corruption and other high crimes. Sometime in 2015, sabi naman po niya, page 8, this is the third charge. The Commission on Audit came up with a report questioning the hiring of 11,000 contractual workers in 2014 by Davao City, now under President and former Davao City Mayor Duterte. Wala naman po siyang sinasabi, wala binibigay na audit report. Tapos ang isa side niya, the COA further claim. Ang source po niya, Rappler. Paano po maging authentic records po yung Rappler? Ito, you stated under oath, the COA further claim, the city has no written policy or manual on the hiring of employees, particularly under contract of services and job orders. Identification of persons to be hired for such nature rests directly upon the recommendation of the department heads and other officials of the city. These conditions cast doubt that entries in the daily time record of these employees are manipulated, thus regularity and validity of the related expenditures could not be ascertained, the COA report said. Footnote 17. Titignan mo yung footnote ng 17 po, si COA questions Duterte's 11,000 contractual employees, Rappler.com, June 15. Paano po, hindi naman po authentic records po ito eh. And then, alam po naman ninyo, kung talagang may finding ang COA, that will result to suspension. After suspension, it will resort to disallowance. And then, pag disallowance, pababayarin na sana si Rodrigo Duterte ng COA, pero wala naman pong ganyan nangyari. So, we are already introducing so many statements here na do you have any authentic record of this 11,000 employees being employed by then Mayor Rodrigo Duterte? That is my question, Mr. Chairman.
Information lang ano. In a case that you filed before the Supreme Court, for example, when you say authenticated records, dapat yan authenticated by an authentication officer na nakamark yan. And without which that will be considered a mere scrap of paper that will be the basis for dismissal of any petition filed before the courts of law. So another point that you have to consider if you want to be a complainant in an impeachment case, kasi hindi ito yung kapareho ng ginagawa natin sa other committees. That's why we are giving highest priority to impeachment cases, because this is a different mandate that the House of Representatives through the Committee on Justice. Bakit Committee on Justice? Kasi nga law ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, and there are requirements when you file a complaint. Has to be personal knowledge, not hearsay. Evidence and authentication are very important ingredients in filing mga ganito, mga complaints, petitions, and the like. No? So,
Mr. Chairman,
yung tanong ngayon, napakisagot, hindi daw authenticated. What can you say about that?
Mr. Chair, it stated there that the file is culled from authentic records, including the news reports regarding the authentic records. Now, Mr. Chair, I understand we are not yet in a stage where we will present the evidence. There's no marking of evidence yet. So, kaya nga, Mr. Chair, ang sinasabi ho natin, my allegations are based on authentic records.
Mr. Chairman, where is the authentic record here? Did he submit any authentic record? Because you stated under oath that all your material allegations are based on authentic records. Can you show us any authentic record in your complaint?
Mr. Chair, ang nakalagay po doon, based on authentic records, not authenticated records. So yun po yung aking pagkakaintindi, Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
We
I'm
will
asking-
submit authentic records or authenticated records once we're
Chair.
given the chance to present the evidence, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, my question is, so where is the authentic record that you have produced here?
In the proper time, Mr. Chair, we will present the authentic records we have, Mr. Chair.
Intindihin po ninyo, Mr. Complainant, I've been a member of the Committee on Justice in all the terms that I was here in Congress. I was chair of this committee once. This is the only committee created by the Constitution or referred to by the Constitution. Wala pong ibang committee ng Congress, maski sa Senado. Ito lang po. Any impeachment complaint shall be referred to the appropriate committee. So this is a constitutional body. We are performing a constitutional function. Napaka-importante po nito. Hindi po ito, like the chair said, hindi po ito yung inquiries in aid of legislation na pwedeng magsalita ka na lang, resolution, then you call everybody, then you make an opening statement, you ask questions, then you produce, you subpoena document. Hindi po. Very limited officials po ito, yung pinakamataas. At ito na nga po yung mga sinabi ko sa impeachment court noon. Hindi po biro-biro ito. All other officials po, failan mo lang sa ombudsman, pwede na matanggal ng ombudsman yan, pwede na masuspindi yan. Ito po, hindi po. Yung president, vice president, members of the Supreme Court, members of constitutional commissions, and the ombudsman, select group po ito. Para po maalis mo sa trabaho, kailangan dumaan sa Kongreso to initiate in the House of Representatives. Kailangan po i-endorse ng isang member. Kailangan verified. Kaya nga ho yung verification nyo, nakalagay doon that all the material allegations here are true and correct of your own personal knowledge. Kaya hindi ho pwede yung, at saka na yan, presidente po ito eh. In fact, may immunity from suit nga ho, presidente. Kasi hindi na makakatrabaho yan kung talagang lahat ng Juan de la Cruz yan, magpa-file na lang siya ng complaint, wala na siyang trabaho, hindi na makakatrabaho sa kasasagot. Kaya nga ho dito, kailangan, hinihimay nga ho natin eh. Ang problema po dito, you took it upon yourself to state under oath that the material allegations of your complaint are true and correct of your own personal knowledge. But now you're saying na hindi pala. Ito pala ay sinabi ni Matubato, ito ay magwagaling sa mga record. Get your records first, get everything, and then present it here para po naman hindi sayang yung trabaho natin dito.
And yun na nga, strictest rules itong ina-apply natin because that is what the law requires. This was covered by my opening remarks nung sinabi ko kanina. And anyway, thank you Professor Pariñas
Mr. Chairman,
for
Mr. Chairman, may I
educating
respond?
may I just proceed? Mr. Chairman, let me